We've had the best year in 2024. So if you look at the headline numbers, total revenue, it's about over $1 billion. And interestingly, we were seeded with $1.1 billion in 2007. And 2024, we actually crossed the $1 billion mark in gross revenue. So it's been a very interesting and fantastic year. So even with what's been happening in the global markets, we actually did very well. Our asset quality also improved tremendously from about 2.2% to 0.7%, less than 1%. Profitability is very good. The outlook for me is positive because what we now need to do is to ensure that we move from exporting raw materials to beneficiation, exporting semi-finished and finished goods, and that's where you get more value across the value chain. So more value capture in Africa, and also it also helps in terms of climate change and how we manage greenhouse gas emissions, because our plan is to ensure that we process those raw materials in country. If you look at what is happening also in the global scene now in terms of tariffs, I think now is the time for us as Africa to look inwards to ensure that we trade amongst ourselves. If you look at intra-Africa trade across the continent is the lowest, roughly about less than 20%. And if you can move that up by even double, to say you're moving from 20 to 40%, you could see that huge impact. Africa has a very teeming young population, currently about 1.5 billion in Africa. About 60% of that is between maybe age of 15 and 34. So you have in terms of opportunities for growth in the labor market. Africa will be positioned in future to be like another alternative to the supply chain in the global stage across trade and order. Africa growth is just waiting to expand.